What is going on, guys? Welcome back. So today we're going to be actually building my computer. So in front of me you see the same stuff that you saw in the beginning of the last video. These are all my PC parts. In the last video I did the unboxing of everything, so today we're going to actually put the computer together. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let's jump straight into this. Here we go. Alright, so the first thing that you're going to want to do when building your computer is you're going to want to take your motherboard out of the box, because this is going to be the thing that you're going to start off with first, and put it on the box that it came with. Then second, you're going to lift up the retention arm where the CPU cover is over top of where you're going to put the CPU. The next thing you're going to want to do is take the CPU out and hold it so that the pins are facing downwards, and just gently place it on top of where the CPU is supposed to go, lining up the triangle on the CPU with the plastic triangle where you're supposed to place the CPU. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take the retention arm and you're going to want to push it down until you get it underneath the latch. And once you do that, the plastic cover that is over the CPU cover is going to pop off like that, and then you just put the retention arm under and take that plastic piece off and you're good to go. This doesn't require any force. You should not push down on the CPU at all because you could break it, and yeah, that's it. So next up we're going to install the RAM. So as you can see on the bottom, there is a little slot in the RAM that you're going to have to match up with the RAM slots on your motherboard. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to select the two corresponding colored RAM slots, and you're going to pull down the plastic arms on the RAM slots, and then you're going to want to place the RAM pushing down firmly on both sides until you hear it click, and it should just go into place. It's very easy. Do the same thing with the other one, and that's all you got to do for installing your RAM. Just going to give it a little wiggle to make sure it's in place. Make sure the retention clips have clipped back up, and you're good to go. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to install our I/O shield into the back of our case. So I thought this was actually going to be really easy, but it turned out that it actually took me a lot longer than I expected. But all you got to do is push the four corners of the I/O shield until you hear them click. At first I didn't have it in properly, but after a couple different tries I got it in. So the next thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to place the motherboard into your case. So I needed a friend to help me out with this because I wanted to make sure that I had it in the right spot. In my case, there are standoff screws that are already installed, so it is a lot easier to get it in. Next, I installed all the 9 screws, I believe there are, on the motherboard, and I had my friend hold the flashlight because it was really dark and it was hard to see inside of it. So I'm just going to speed through this and we'll move on to the next one. So after that, I just went ahead and installed my hard drive. Very easy, just take out the hard drive bay and place your hard drive in and then slide it back into your case like that. I actually decided that I was going to put it on the bottom because if I put it on the bottom then it's a lot easier for cable management, and I don't have to have the cables going like straight down and then have to have them come right back up to be able to plug into my motherboard. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to install the power supply. This is really easy. All you got to do is place it into your case and then install the 4 screws that it came with. The next thing up on our list is installing the back plate for our H100i water cooler. This is really easy. All you have to do is line up the 4 pins on the back plate. I know it's kind of hard to see in the video, but it's very easy. You just line them up and place it on the back of your motherboard. The next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take the standoff screws that come with your H100i and just hand tighten them into your back plate that is on the back of your computer. Right here, I'm just making sure that everything is nice and tight. It is going to wiggle a little bit, but once you install the H100i block onto your CPU, it should get tighter. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to install both the fans onto the H100i radiator. So now you can see that I am installing the H100i into the top of my case. This is fairly simple. All you have to do is slide it into place and then install the screws like I am doing here. In this video, I installed the H100i with the fans on the bottom, pulling air through the radiator, but later on I decided to change that and actually put the fans on the top so that they were pushing air from the radiator. It's just a little bit easier to get the air from outside your case to push it through. So at this part in the video, my camera actually died, so I'm sorry I'm not able to show you how I installed the H100i water block onto my CPU. It's fairly simple. All you have to do is press down firmly on the block while it is lined up with the 4 thumb screws that you installed earlier on that are attached to the back plate, and then you just install 4 more thumb screws to hold it down securely, and then just tighten them a little bit with a screwdriver. It's really easy, but you just want to take your time and make sure that you have everything in the correct spot. So now I am just wiring up my computer. All you have to do is look at all the manuals that you have for your power supply and your motherboard to make sure everything is plugged in correctly in the correct spot. It was very easy. You just look at the motherboard, look at your manual, and make sure everything is proper. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the first boot up of my computer and see what happens. Let's go. Alright guys, so it's the moment of truth. Here we go. As you can see inside the case, everything is installed and the LEDs are on, which means that we have power. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the TV, and then we're going to press the power button and see what happens. Let's hope it starts up. Here we go. Alright, so the TV's on. Now I'm going to go ahead and push the power button. Fingers crossed. And we have power. The fans are spinning. This is a great sign. Let's go. Come on. See that Corsair logo? That thing's lighting up. We got all of our red LEDs lighting up. This is great signs. Let's see if we boot up into the BIOS here. Oh, let's see. Come on. Yes, we are into the BIOS. Let's see what we have our computer detecting. So you can see the 4400 megahertz, 1600 megahertz RAM. That means that stuff is working correctly. I'm going to go ahead and take off the side panel and I'll show you the inside quickly here. Alright, there we go. Let's see inside. So as you can see, our cable management is pretty good. That one cord going to the graphics card though, I gotta fix that. I'll fix that up and then everything will look great. The water cooler pumps look excellent. You can see the fans are all spinning. I'm gonna change that white LED to red later on, but this is great. Everything is working. Let's try this. And it works great. That means that's installed correctly. So, as you can see, we have successfully created our first gaming rig ever. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. That is all. See ya. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that it will help you out if you guys ever decide to build your own computer and it is your first time. I had a lot of fun building this computer and I would love to do it again if I ever had the chance. I definitely recommend getting your own gaming computer because it is so much better than having a console. It is worth the money, 100%. I would go with it all the time. I love my computer. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of an update because I have made a little bit of changes to it that I think you guys may like, and I have gone ahead and overclocked a little bit of the parts, and I have improved the system just a little bit from that last video that you guys just watched. So I will go ahead and do a gaming setup video later on in the week. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, leave it a like. If you disliked it, leave it a dislike, and let me know why you didn't like the video. So that's it. See ya.